Here's what's so exciting. So, hi, my name is Tiffany Largy, and I've had the luxury of hanging out with Jerika, and it's been amazing. So, here's what's so great. I know that sometimes it's easy to think about things that we're afraid of, and then we don't want to do them, and we're like, well, when's the right time to do them? Do I do them right now? Do I do them tomorrow? Do I do them next week? Here's what I'm here to tell you, America. The best time to do something is now. And Jerika was talking about how she's never done a Facebook Live. And I was like, Jerika, we're in this dope spot. Look at that. You're looking at a beautiful city. You look hot as hell. And more importantly, you're with amazing people. And I thought, what better time? What better time to do this? So a lot of people don't know this, that not only is Jerika one of the most talented women that I've met in a long time, but she has a wealth of knowledge. And we're going to ask her a handful of questions. So if you're her friend or family or you know her, I'm going to ask you, I'm going to implore you to just take a moment and support her, because right now she's deadly afraid of this moment. She is really wondering, how did we just do the damn thing? And then she's thinking, who is watching? And oh my gosh, look at that. People are live. So Jerika, as you think about where you are right now in your life, what's the greatest lesson you learned in 2018?
To make a decision.
To make a decision. Don't you just find that most people, it's like, you know, I don't want to say we have to do something on the pot or get off, but we definitely do it because procrastinate. Hey, David, how you doing? Jerika Lee, what's going on? How you doing? What's going on? So the greatest lesson you learned last year is what was the toughest decision you had to make?
The toughest decision I made last year was leaving my corporate job for full-time entrepreneurship.
Leaving her corporate job. Have you ever had to do anything where it was just so scary and you thought to yourself, I can't do this. I don't even think I'm physically, mentally capable of doing this. And the whole world thinks I'm crazy. We're going to wave to David. David, we're waving to you. This is so exciting. So tell me, where did you get the courage to do it? Like, what happened in your life where you were like, you know what, I think I could do this thing?
I knew that it was time to move past where I was.
Mm-hmm.
I felt like I had reached a point where I was made for more. And I wanted to do more, and I would never know if I didn't try.
Okay, what scares you the most about this moment?
That people that I didn't even know would be watching or watching.
I know, and we can't plan for this. There's a possibility of us being judged. We done took off earrings. Oh my gosh, I can't believe it. Now, to the person who's saying to themselves, I think that I want to do something, but I don't know what it is. I have been afraid to leave my job for a long time. I'm so sick and tired and done of just making X amount of money. What's your number one statement to them?
Make a decision, pick a date, and just do it.
So now in your life today, what is it that you do? How do you even help people? Do you even help people?
Yes, I help people. I have formed my...
You deal drugs, right?
No.
Oh,
no,
I thought she was a
not.
drug dealer. I wasn't sure.
Absolutely not.
Pharmacist where I'm from in Miami means something else. So I wasn't 100% sure. Okay.
No, I'm a pharmacist, and I have built an online platform where every patient can have their own personal pharmacist.
What's the problem, though?
People are not getting the results they want from their healthcare system, their doctors or whomever they're seeing. They may be going round and round and not truly getting the answers to solve their health problems, their health concerns.
Have you ever had that experience before?
I have.
Have you ever had that experience before where you went to the doctor and you're like, this person's just not listening to me? I don't even think they care. I think that they're just here for themselves. I think they're here to make themselves like feel good or something. They keep walking into the room. They're like, I'm going to give you 4.5 minutes, talk fast. Don't breathe too hard, right?
And more prescriptions.
And don't have more than one issue. Don't you dare have more than one issue. You can't do that. Absolutely not. So tell me about the time where you had, have you ever had an experience where you're like, yo, this doctor doesn't even care about my butt?
Yes. I had...
Doesn't she have such a pretty smile?
Thank you. Almost 3 years ago, about 3 years ago, I had a lot of health concerns, a lot of symptoms, and no one.
What kind of symptoms? Health concerns?
Health.
Was it the bad breath thing?
No, I didn't have bad breath. No, I didn't have bad breath. I had. It felt like my head was going to explode because of the amount of pressure that had built up in my head, and nothing I did relieved that pressure.
Oh my God, I know that feeling. And you feel like you're going to lose your mind and no one's getting you. Yes. And you're like, this has to come to an end because like I just can't anymore. We got 5 people on this thing. What's going on? What's going on? Okay, so tell me, at what point did you decide you had to say, hey, who's here? If you don't know, so let me just tell you, my name is Tiffany Largy, and I'm here in, we're in Los Angeles, and we're live. Take a moment, see that dope city. We're high in the mountains, and Jerrica she is deadly afraid of this moment. Unbeknownst to her, I hijacked her phone, and because I knew that this person, once I told her how and where it was, I knew she was going to pick up her phone and open up Facebook. And I couldn't figure out the easier way to get past her password. So here we are. She walks into her own trap. And this is her very first time on video. She's deadly afraid, but she's having a great time. And more importantly, she's just schooling people. No earrings, 3 cups of coffee down, smart water because regular water is not good enough for her. And the truth. Hey, what's going on, Titus? How you doing? My name is Tiffany Largy. I'm here with your cousin who is deadly afraid of this moment. She's looking for all the support she can get as she figures out how in God's name did I pick up this phone? How did I pick up this phone? Look at that guest request. Look at this. Now you, Kelly Wood, what's going on? How you doing, Kelly? No more waving. You're going to hijack this phone. Tijuana. What's going on? So your buddy here is having the time of her life. She is just so thrilled that I stole her phone and turned on her camera for her very first Facebook Live. But if you didn't know, she's pretty doggone smart. She's can I say badass on here? Yeah. She's a badass. I didn't know. It's Georgia. So many questions. But here's the thing. She's such a badass and she knows so much about health, keeping the body primed, taking control of where you are. And I thought, oh my gosh, it's all in your head? We got to get it out. What's the fastest way we can share it with other people? So in a moment's notice, I picked up the phone and now I'm talked, and she's got this audience, a captive audience of a lot of people. Now we're up to 9.
Oh my
Wendy, what's going on? How you doing? Kimberly Nails in the house. Hey, how you doing? My name is Tiffany Largy, and this is
Jerrica Dodd.
Jerrica Dodd, who is doing her very first Facebook Live. It lasts until I feel like you have accomplished the goal, which is to talk about the problem in a way that positions you as the expert that you are, and more importantly, makes it clear that not only are you here, but you're here to play the game and to school the people who don't know how to play the game because they don't know what they're talking about. Because clearly you have been there, you have watched it, you've been the patient, you've been on the outside on all sides of healthcare, and you go, let me breathe this one in and out because 1, I care about people, and 2, I help, and 3, I don't want anybody to go through what I went through.
Right.
I just don't want to. I care too much about other humans. Let me take my knowledge and what I know and share it. So, best lesson of today. Teach the world. They're dying to know. Tell her how much you're dying to know. Like you need to know right now. Best lesson of the day.
Best lesson of the day is to share your story.
Okay. And let me, how many of these people know your story? How many of you know her story? Like really deeply in your bosom know her story. Be honest. Don't lie. Yes. Oh, look at that. We're going to wave to that person and that person. How many of you know her story? So here's what's real. Here's what's really important, okay? There was nothing else that you could tell us. And there were 3 things that you wanted to share with the world. Like the last 3 things. What is it? What's the I must know?
So in order to take charge of your health, it's important for you.
Wendy Kira said, bring it on. Bring it on. She said she don't know your story at all. You see this? Hey, Tiana, what's going on? We're having a party. Oh my gosh.
In order to take charge of your health, it's important for you to get involved and have the conversation. If you're not willing to talk about your health with your family, with your doctors, then you can never get to the bottom of what is causing you concern, causing you issues, causing you pain, causing you unrest. The other thing that I would say is be involved in your health. Know your numbers, know your blood sugar, know your blood pressure, know what your medications are.
Why?
Because if you don't know, no one will know.
Why do I need to know? That stuff seems so complicated. You know, it just seems like so much. Why do I need to know?
You need to know what's going on with your health because you're in charge of that. You need to be in charge of that.
What happens if I don't know?
If you don't know, then other people will make decisions for you based upon what they think is best.
And why is that bad, though? I actually like when people make decisions. I hate choosing what to have for dinner.
Because then you won't have a voice in your health, and no one knows your body like you do. So it's important for you to be the leader of what happens to your body, what happens to your health, so that you can have the outcomes, then the results that you want.
And so that what kind of outcomes do I want?
You want to be free of pain. You want to be free of as many medications as possible. I mean, that's a lot to keep up with if you're on a lot of
and
medicine.
It's expensive.
And it's expensive. And there are side effects that and side effects that happen as a result.
She is the best. Isn't she just the best advocate? And she just keeps all this stuff in her head. Listen, any of you who are watching, you need to call her out. All this stuff is living in her head in little pockets. She doesn't share with people on a daily basis. We may have to call her selfish. I hate to do it, but we may have to do it. It may have to come to terms. I get there. I am thrilled that you have started the journey because now it sounds like there's a possibility that you might just share all the amazing things that you know with the world every single day, because I'm going through things every single day and I feel things every single day, and I'm either managing my health okay or I'm not managing my health okay. Right. How many times? Every single day. And who better to tell us than
Jericka Dodd.
Jericka Dodd, how can we find you? Where do we start? I just want to know what you're doing. Can we just follow you somewhere?
Yes,
I just want to follow you.
You can follow me on Facebook at Jericka L. Dodd. And I also have a community where we talk about health concerns. And it's called Empowered Health CEOs. And it's a place where everyone's welcome. And we talk about anything from diet to exercise to supplements to medications.
Aren't you doing a training? I could have sworn I heard you earlier today say that you were doing a training this month.
Yes, I am. I will be doing a training later this month.
For women, right?
For women.
Absolutely. And what was that training on again?
It's on how to become the CEO of your health.
Mm-hmm. And what 3 things will you be covering?
What I was just...
She's like, I just told you how to be the CEO. She's like, are you listening or what? Maybe you're not listening. Okay. So I'm pretty sure the first thing, hey, Amy, what's going on, baby?
And Beth.
So, hey, Beth, what's going on? So, my name is Tiffany Largy, and Jericka's having the time of her life with a hijacked phone as she masters and learns how to, in the West Hollywood Hills, as she manages just walking through, sharing her knowledge that we all desperately are dying to have every day. The 3 things I think that she said she would talk about is how to get amazing energy and to move like a rock star. The second thing I'm pretty sure she told me was how to not limp with pain. Okay. And the third thing she told me she was going to talk about was the top 5 nutrients that every woman needs to have, right? Yes, right. I'm pretty sure that's what I heard. Right. Okay, awesome. So here's what's great. Somewhere, if you're interested in being a part of this, somewhere on this thread, just put the word me so that way she can send you the link privately. Can't wait. Bye.